Joining us, I'm Carla Heath Sands.
And I'm Brittany Blake. Audrianna Cobb Williams was in Daugherty County in a Daugherty County courtroom today. The former teacher is facing 2 counts of first-degree sexual contact by a school employee or agent.
Now, WAOB News 10's Mackenzie Petrie joins us live now. You were also in the courtroom today, Mackenzie. As the defense and state selected a jury, where does that case stand right now?
Carla, Brittany, today began with more than 50 jurors in the pool, but it ended with that final jury of 12. But it's important to note that while this case is going to trial, the defendant, Audrianna Cobb Williams, was given 2 plea deals today that she declined. Now, before jury selection began this morning around 9:30, the state offered the defendant a plea deal of 10 years total with 0 to 36 months to be served in confinement. The rest of the time would be served on probation. But as you just heard a few moments ago, the defendant declined that offer, resulting in jury selection beginning. Once the jury was brought in, the state and defense asked a plethora of questions, including if they know the defendant, her family, or anyone else involved in the case. They also asked difficult questions about prior convictions of themselves or family members, sexual assault, and most importantly, if they're able to deliver a fair and unbiased opinion in the case. The second plea deal of 10 years with 24 months to be served in confinement was offered immediately after lunch. It was also declined. Now, many of you at home may know Cobb Williams from a viral back-to-school rap video her and a previous coworker made while employed at Monroe Comprehensive High School. But as for where the case stands right now, the jury is selected and the trial is expected to begin tomorrow morning at 9. As always, make sure you...
All right, so there's that, right? Let me get up out of here. Right. So here it is, right? She declined the 2 plea deals. Now, she was found not guilty. Okay. And I'm going to pull that up too. Absolutely fucking crazy. So I found this on the Shade Room. Man, oh man, oh man, bro. So Audrianna Cobb Williams. All right. You already know who she is, right? Cheer coach. She was found not guilty 2 years after being charged with assault on a student by the name of Jaquan Maddox. All right. Her trial began on October 29th, so that was a few days ago. She was facing 2 counts of first-degree sexual contact by a school employee or agent, along with 10 years in prison for each count. Right? She was offered 2 plea deals, however, she declined both of them. By the end of the trial's first day, 1 count of sexual contact was dismissed on the defense's and the judge's agreement that the count had no legal basis. On that day, the defense reportedly made Maddox admit to attempting to extort a $1,000 weekly payment from Cobb Williams if she wanted all of this to go away. That right there, you know, it doesn't make no sense to me, right? Because here's the thing. He would have nothing, this kid would have nothing to, like, what's the word I'm looking for? This kid would have nothing to extort you for if nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently this dude wanted like $50,000 or some shit, and he wanted the payments every week. Very interesting. So anyway, on October 30th, jurors then heard conflicting audio from Maddox. In one instance, he reportedly denied that he and Audrianna had sex. However, in the second audio, he alleged that he had sex and oral. Meanwhile, an audio shared of Audrianna, she was heard admitting that she and Maddox had feelings for each other. This is the fucking sentence. She was heard admitting to the fact that she and this kid had feelings for each other. Someone please fucking explain to me, like, how does this happen? However, she said that they never became sexual. Well, how the fuck we know that? Now, on Friday, okay, it's Monday, right? On Friday, October 31st, Audrianna took the stand, all right? Jurors deliberated for a little over an hour, and they said that she was not guilty. Now, she says, I feel blessed and favored, right? Told reporters outside the courthouse, when I get on that stand, I told the truth. And I know when I got on the stand, I told the truth. And I know when they came back in, it made me feel so good. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So here's the thing. If y'all follow me on TikTok, okay, I already said, so I made a video. The shit hit like 1 million views. All right. I made the shit, I want to say yesterday, day before, and it went crazy, right? It had well over 1 million views. And I absolutely don't understand still, right? I've still not gotten a legitimate answer as to how an adult, right? She was in her 30s at the time, all right? The kid was like 17. There's a literal picture out there floating around of her kissing this boy. She already admitted that she had feelings for him. God only knows what the hell else they did. Now, they gave her a verdict of not guilty, but see, this is a perfect example of it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. Now, Nick at Night, right? Shout out to her. She said, why is she kissing students? Nasty, and the jury is cray-cray for not holding her accountable at all. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to you, Nick at Night, because you the only one with some fucking sense. Because clearly whoever the fuck is in that jury don't have no sense whatsoever. None. Absolutely no sense. Like, I'm going to try to see if I can find the clip of her coming out the courtroom. All right. Because clearly this shit, let me see something. She was coming out the courtroom and her family was just like so fuck. I mean, they were like cheering. And I'm like, yo, like, did we watch the same fucking, let me see. Like her family is also weird. Like, dog, do y'all know what the fuck she was on trial for? All right. So I'm pulling up my TikTok, right? Because I can't find the actual video. So here's where here's where her family, right? She's coming out the courtroom and her family is like ecstatic. So here's my story, right? As you can see, over 90,000 likes on this joint. All right. Clearly I was, speaking some facts up in this bitch. But here's the whole thing. Let me turn the volume up. It's a little loud. Let me turn it up here. There you go. She walking out. All right. So there, you saw it, okay? She was literally on trial for finagling a kid. And y'all are out here cheering? That's crazy. That's insane. I can't, man.